Hello, everybody. This is Dan. Welcome to a new game. We are now starting Eliza. Today, we are starting this new game. It's a visual novel, from what I read, which I'm not sure about. I don't think I've really done too many visual novels. So this will be a new experience for me, and I hope this will be a new experience for you. And hopefully, it'll be enjoyable for the both of us. In any case, I'm not sure what skyline this is, but this structure, I'm sure somebody will recognize somewhere. But, I don't know. What is this? Chicago or something? I don't know. Anyways, let's get into it. Saves automatically. Okay. Cool. Chapter 1.
I had a dream this morning, but I can't remember what it was. It all vanished when the alarm went off. First time that's happened in a while. I've been drifting away inside my own world for too long. It's time for me to wake up.
Ooh, pretty. Evelyn. Who's Evelyn? What are you supposed to do on the light rail? Use your phone, I guess. Or look around. Okay. Oh, look. That's cool. And we got little triangles to see where we can go.
Capitol Hill Station.
Capitol Hill Station? I forgot how difficult getting around this city can be sometimes. Is she sleeping? Oh, we're playing Evelyn. I hope she doesn't miss her stop. Ah, that's been me many a time. Must be commuting to work. Yeah, with a downtrodden face. Maybe it's her first day at a new job too. Oh, so you're starting a new job. Seems unlikely. Alright, let's check our phone. Swift. Email. Avalon Fitness. Evelyn, we want you back. Avalon Fitness. Was it something we said? Evelyn, we've noticed you haven't checked into your customized personal training plan at Avalon Fitness in the last 971 days. We get it. Life doesn't always move in a straight line. That's why we're offering a special 25-point bonus to your Avalon Prestige if you check in again within the next 2 weeks. There's never been a better time to get your health back on track. Avalon Fitness. Strength quantified. Proxy Coordination Center. Scanda Orientation. Contractor. Dear Evelyn Ishino-Aubrey, congratulations. You are taking the first step on an exciting and rewarding career with the Scanda family. Please show up promptly for your orientation meeting at 9 a.m. Friday, January 3rd. That's weird. Starting on a Friday? Why don't they just start on a Monday? Name, Ishino-Aubrey, Evelyn. Title, Proxy, Level 1. Classification, Contingent Staff. That's why she's a contractor. Contract Agency, Capstone. Location, here we go. Eliza Counseling Center, Queen Anne. Oh, Seattle, Washington. Okay. That's the skyline. It's the skyline of Seattle. I knew that structure kind of looked familiar. I just couldn't remember what city it was from. We are looking forward to working with you. Proxy Coordination Center, Scanda Inc. And is this an email from herself? You will do it. I believe in you. You know, some people need this in their lives, and if you can't get it from others, sometimes you just got to get it for yourself. And it sucks, but, you know, what are you going to do? Zip chat? Interesting. I might look at this later, when I want to relax. I'll give this game another try soon. Not right now, though. I don't need to play this again. I should delete it. Wellness. The gym already nags me about not working out. I don't need any more of that. This was fun, but I think I'm done with it now. Okay, well, let's put the phone away and let's continue, I guess. Here we are, new workplace. Eliza, powered by Scanda. It's so strange to see it like this. Okay, what should I be doing here? Should I check in at the front desk? Yes. Wait, there's the woman I met at the orientation meeting last week.
Hi, you're Evelyn, right? You remember me? That's impressive. There were a lot of people at that orientation.
Of course. I've done this for a while now, so I'm pretty good at putting names to faces. People always say they're bad at it, but it's a skill you can practice just like any other.
I've tried, and it doesn't work out for well for me. You just forget things. I forget what I ate the night before. That's how bad it is.
In case you forgot, though, I'm Ray. Come to me with all your questions, comments, complaints, whatever.
You must be from HR.
And if you look around and can't find me, I'm probably at one of the other 2 counseling centers I'm running right now. So you can count on me being back soon.
3 centers. Sounds like a lot of work.
It sure does.
Oh, it is a lot of work.
Huh?
This is kind of a temporary thing. We're growing fast, and hiring is one of our big challenges.
Yeah, hiring good people is very
That
difficult.
means there's decent opportunity for advancement here, if that's something you're looking to do.
They always say that. Let's just be ambivalent about it.
Interesting.
Shall we start with a quick tour of the office?
Yes. Ray starts with the tastefully appointed lobby. There are a few people already waiting for their counseling sessions to start.
You could say the Queen Anne office is Eliza's flagship location.
So the place we're in is in Queen Anne, which I guess is a city in Seattle, maybe? Or near Seattle, rather?
It has 12 individual counseling rooms. Currently, we're up to seeing almost 100 clients a day here.
Damn! That's a lot. That's 8 to 9 for each room every day.
100 a day? That's so many.
Yeah, it is.
The growth trend isn't stopping either.
Woo! That's why you're expanding.
Demand for Eliza keeps exceeding our expectations, especially here in Seattle for whatever reason.
Oh, maybe Queen Anne is a neighborhood then.
We're already looking at adding more capacity here. Either that or opening another location close by. Personally, I think having a single office with 24 counseling rooms might seem a little unfriendly, so I hope we go for a second location.
I think she's got a good point there. Having one giant place with a whole bunch of individual rooms seems very impersonal, and going for counseling is a very personal thing.
I like to think of Eliza centers like cafes or coffee shops. A few small ones is better than one big one.
That depends, I guess. I mean, I like going to big coffee shops. You get room to spread out, enjoy your coffee, and they have much more available to you. Whereas the small little places, they're more quaint and cozy, but they may likely have a smaller menu and fewer things that you can order from. Let's be nice.
Makes sense.
Counseling centers like coffee shops? Odd metaphor. I'll agree, but I think she was making a point as far as like the intimacy factor, I think is what she was going for. Ray leads me into one of the counseling rooms. So what does a proxy do?
And here's where the magic happens, in these little rooms. You'll get your assignments from the Eliza app on your phone. But one
Oh.
thing to note, it's always a good idea to double check the headset to make sure it's working properly before you dive in.
Dive in?
We've had some quality control issues lately.
That's ominous.
After that, all you need to do is initiate the session and follow the instructions.
Okay.
Make sense so far? Any questions for me?
Seems simple enough.
Seems simple enough.
Yeah, it's really foolproof.
Yeah, well, that's what they say until something bad happens.
Before I go, just a few reminders of things we covered in orientation. No deviating from the script that Eliza gives you. No checking your smartphone or anything else that would take your attention away from the client during the session.
That should go without saying. Client should come first.
Yes, I understand.
Ray stops for a moment and looks me over.
It looks like you're dressed acceptably as well. Nothing snazzy, but it'll do.
Well, I mean, you want people to be comfortable, right? But then again, if you're looking for a professional, maybe you want the professional. But if Eliza has the script and you can't deviate from it, maybe it doesn't really matter. Maybe they just need somebody that's an actual person, because it sounds like Eliza is a computer program or something.
You wouldn't believe the outfits some people come in here wearing.
I can imagine.
Okay, let me double check to make sure you're all set up in the system.
Ray takes out her phone and swipes a few times.
Yep, looks like you're all good to go.
Cool.
Okay, ready to start your first counseling session as an Eliza proxy?
So we are the counselor and we are a proxy for the Eliza program. Computer program, maybe?
Sure. Don't worry, there's basically nothing you can do to mess it up.
I hope so.
You just follow the prompts. It's a really impressive system.
Okay, we'll see.
If you want, have a look around the counseling office first. Get comfortable.
Perhaps I will.
I'll check in with you afterward.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Ooh, coffee machine. Yes. Do I want coffee? Actually, I think I'll skip it. No, we need coffee. I hope spring comes soon. At least the days are getting longer now. So there are dozens of these locations already. Skanda is putting some serious investment into this. Yeah, if you get investors, you really want to get moving and make as much money as possible right away. Proxy Coordination Center, welcome. Dear Evelyn Ishino-Aubrey, thank you for signing up as an Eliza proxy. Eliza is a rapidly growing counseling service driven by the world's most advanced AI. Yes, it is a computer program. As a proxy, you serve as the personal touch that allows our clients to hear what they need to hear from a real human being, not a robot or virtual avatar like our competitors. I thought that was the case. They did it for an intimacy feeling, to give a personal connection. It's like with a person, because it's very impersonal with a robot. Do I sound like a robot? This is the official Eliza app for proxies. In it, you can view important messages. I don't know what's wrong with my mouth today. That's what she said. In it, you can view important messages from Skanda, your session history, and your current level and badges. Enjoy your experience helping people help themselves with Eliza. Proxy Coordination Center, Skanda Inc. Do not reply to this message is sent from an unmonitored email address. For general inquiries or to request support for your Eliza proxy account, visit the Skanda support portal. Important, stick to the script. As Eliza counseling centers continue to open across the country, I want to take a moment to remind all provider proxies, please avoid deviating from the provided script. I know it is tempting to come to conclusions about clients on your own, but Eliza will not work if proxies differ from its judgments. Keep in mind that you are present only in order to provide the human touch to an interaction that is fundamentally between the client and Eliza. Continual violation of this policy may result in reprimand or even termination. Thank you for your attention. Edwin Park, Eliza Service Director, Skanda Inc. So he's a bigwig. Okay. Sure, man. Sure. Okay. What's this? Okay. Cool. Let's move on. Time to get started. It really looks like a therapist's office in here. Well, I think it's supposed to. Soft lighting, soothing art on the walls. Was this how I imagined it working? I can't remember anymore. The future happened without me. Whoa. Welcome to Eliza, Skanda Inc. version 10.3.3. The headset activates. So cool. Eliza augmented reality headset bootloader. Okay. Type N205, boot ROM, display driver, address chipset, firmware. It's network compatible or network capable. It's going out to the cloud services. Set phase introduction 100. And this must be the client. Darren Willows phase introduction. And it's got his, what are these, vitals here. A distant-looking man shuffles into the room and sits down across from me. So already, it looks like he's not doing very well, right?
Hello, Darren.
Hi.
You found the place okay?
Yeah.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much.
No, it was fine.
It's been raining a lot, hasn't it? It's supposed to clear up later today.
Oh, that's good. Little sun once in a while, but
Darren, what brings you here today?
well, I just feel empty inside. Like there was supposed to be something there, but it's missing. I go to work, I do my work, I go home, but there's nothing there. I feel like I'm simulating a person. Like I feel like just hollow and like I'm not even alive. Like a ghost or something.
Damn, that's deep, man. That's deep. And look, heart rate went up, respiration went up, his affect went down, his emotional went up, and receptivity went up just a tiny bit. I think I'm going to switch to automatic advance. Normal.
How long have you felt this way?
For a long time. It comes and goes, but the last 2 weeks is when it really started to get bad.
Damn.
It just suddenly came over me the way things are going in this world. There's no future for humanity. There's no journey toward anything. We're being cruel to each other just to be cruel. The people who run things don't care about anything except themselves, and we can't stop them. Everyone is driven by greed. Just greed. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to get rich. And we're all gonna die because of it. The damage we're doing to the planet is irreversible. We're destroying everything, and we can't even manage to stop ourselves.
Man, he's got a lot of things going on in his mind right now. He kind of needs to like tone it down a bit. But it's cool that it changed from introduction to discovery, and it's analyzed some of the things that he said here, and it attached a negative connotation to them.
Do you remember anything in particular that caused these feelings?
The state of the world is what's causing these feelings. I was on a walk the other day. I thought maybe I could clear my head, and all I could see was construction cranes and new development and oceans of money flowing in, distorting everything. Suddenly the whole city felt so damaged, so corrupted. I felt like I was an alien in a hostile world, a world that hated me. And we're building it. We're building this hell. We're choosing to build it right here. So what's the point? Probably overloaded your system with that, huh? Your machine learning or whatever it is you got going on in there.
Yeah, he's focused on things that he can't control that are well outside of himself, and it's really dragging him down, it looks like.
Let's focus on you for the moment. Are these feelings you're experiencing affecting your ability to function at work?
I haven't been doing a whole lot of work. I just don't understand why I should bother. Why anyone should bother. Nobody in management's noticed yet, but eventually someone will, and I'll get fired.
Somebody always does.
And how does thinking about getting fired for that make you feel?
Honestly, I'd feel good about it. They don't deserve me dragging them down. Everyone there is smart and motivated and has a wonderful, promising career, beautiful, successful people. We moved to a swanky new building, expensive area, fancy restaurants, fancy bars. Everything is nice. Everything is nice, and I feel terrible.
Damn. So, like, what if they're just putting on a facade, my guy? Like, what if they wanted, what if they wanted you to believe that that's what they feel, but that's not actually how things are? Oh, look, it changed to challenge phase.
You said you believe your coworkers are happy.
Yeah, I mean, way more than I am, at least. They're all doing so much better than me.
Why do you say that?
Because they just aren't bothered by things the way I am. They see what's going on in the world and they just share memes about it and laugh and go on doing their jobs. The real horror of it doesn't get through to them. They still want to achieve their goals. They're still happy. They're getting promotions and falling in love and getting married and taking these wonderful trips to Japan or Sweden or wherever. Big mountains and expensive food on their timelines.
Well, they all kind of have their own different wants and desires and everything, guy. Like, really? Like, what do you fault them for? They have different motivations, and just because you think a certain way doesn't mean everybody else needs to, you know?
Would you be happy if you had those things too?
I don't know. I don't have them. I don't have anything to be happy about. Look, all I want is to understand why this is happening, why I'm here. And there has to be a reason, right? Because otherwise, why do I exist? Why? This pain, this one thing after another, and what's the point? Do I have any cause to be hopeful about anything? Look at this world. Really look and tell me with a straight face that there is.
Wow, that is really deep. That's really deep. But I feel like a lot of people in the world feel like this. And not just sometimes, but like some people, it's a lot of the time.
Okay, Darren, let's try something. Imagine that things are better for you. What does that look like?
What does that look like? I don't know. It looks like knowing that something matters at all. But nothing I do will matter. Nothing matters. Not against the face of human indifference, this absurdity.
Are there any other things that come to mind?
Like what? I wish I could talk to people. Really talk to people, have some actual communication.
What stops
Like
you?
right now, I wish I could talk to you. To you as a human being. But I can't. You're just following the script that's being given to you. You're not supposed to say anything on your own. Look, I know how this works. It's just a bunch of AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever the fuck you're calling it now. Look, I'm desperate and I can't even talk to a real human being. How did it end up like this?
I gotta say, the world is kind of flowing in this direction. We're not here yet, but yeah, we're heading in this direction. I can see where his concern is. I don't personally hold this concern, but yeah, I can see where he's coming from with that.
Please, try to stay focused. I can't help you if you aren't speaking clearly.
No. Look, I'm done with this. Like, I shouldn't even have come. This is making me worse. Why can't you just talk to me as you? You, the person sitting there. I don't want to talk to a machine. The person who's sitting in front of me, I want her to say something. I want that person to say something, please. Anything, please. Please.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh wow, look. The AI is still telling us to talk, man. Or what to say.
Okay. Hi, Darren.
Is that really you?
Yes, it's me.
You're not following the script right now?
Oh, we totally are.
Wait, say something weird. Say something only a human would say.
Darren, I'm going to get in trouble if I deviate from Eliza for too long.
No, I know.
Wow. Look, it's even teaching her how to lie and what to lie about. Dude, this is crazy. Oh my god.
My real name is Evelyn.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you, Evelyn. I didn't expect you would actually do that for me.
We're not.
I'm not used to people doing things for me.
Oh man, that sucks. All right, now we're in the intervention phase.
Okay, Darren. I have some recommendations for you.
Back to the program, huh?
First, I'm going to send a set of breathing exercises for you to do. Use them when things start to feel like too much. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
Skanda.
Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafin.
Talk to your doctor if Anexafin is right for you.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Evelyn. That's a nice name.
I hope he doesn't become a stalker later.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Thank you.
But look, his heart rate has gone down, his respiration has evened out and slowed down, his distress is gone down. Yeah, okay, cool. I mean, the AI was right. It de-escalated.
Please confirm that you understand the recommendations.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Conclusion. Damn.
Thank you, Darren. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, I will. I mean, I will.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Whoa. That was intense. That was intense, guys. Level up. Yeah. We've got no ratings. We've completed beginner proxy. No tip. New client, sympathetic. Okay. Man, that was intense, though. That was intense. But yeah, seeing that interaction, I can see how somebody would hate this because it's very impersonal. You see a person in front of you, but you're barred from actually connecting to the person. You're only talking to the computer. And it takes away from the humanity of the interpersonal relationships and the connections. And especially when you're having trouble with that specific thing, which is he was having trouble with people and connecting with humans and just finding his place in all of that. Going to a computer program that's tough. And it sounds like from what Ray was saying that they're all like that, but Eliza has people as proxies, and that's supposed to make it better. But from that interaction, it didn't sound like it really made it any better, especially if the AI is helping these proxies to lie to the clients. I don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel about that? Is that something that you would be okay with? Wow, that was intense.
Hey, how'd it go?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was
Why?
crazy.
What happened? Hold on, I can check the log.
Whoa! Damn. You can
You're
check the
going
log.
to listen to the session? Is that okay?
That's
Oh, yeah,
HIPAA
I have
violation.
Privacy clearance. This is
Uh,
still a new service, so we need to be able to monitor sessions for a variety of reasons. There could
HIPAA?
be bugs in the software we need to examine more closely. We're pretty upfront about all this.
Are you? Really? Ray stares at her phone and watches for a while.
One of these guys.
What do you mean by
Yeah,
that?
We get people in who demand to speak to a real human being. It happens often enough that we made Eliza capable of handling it with a special script. It's
Yeah?
nice to know things are working as designed.
Okay. Huh, that's a pretty slick feature. I wouldn't have thought to create something like that.
Do you think that guy will be okay? He seemed pretty unhappy.
Yes, he
Who
did.
knows? Hopefully he gets his prescription and takes his meds and answers our follow-up reminders, but it's tough. We can't make them take their meds or come in when they're supposed to.
That's
All
true.
we can do is suggest those things, tell them they really ought to be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, they're the ones who have to decide to follow the plan.
Definitely.
It's kind of a shame. I wish we had more leverage.
Yeah,
We'd help
it feels
way
that
more
way.
people if we could track their compliance.
For sure.
But that's probably too much to ask for at this point.
I think he might have needed way more help than Eliza can give.
I
Is there
agree.
anything like referring clients to other forms of care?
Ray looks a little surprised.
Well, there is a disclaimer before every session saying if your problems are really serious, we aren't qualified to address them. I think an external care referral feature was on our development roadmap at some point.
You should put it back.
I'm not sure what happened with that, actually.
Money, that's
Huh,
what.
Maybe I'll ask Ed next time I see him.
Man, corporate greed, that's what happened. But geez, man, there's got to. For those of you who don't live in the U.S. or don't work at all or have never worked at all with any type of healthcare, HIPAA is a privacy law in America where you're not supposed to share or disclose any personal information from any of your clients, specifically like patients and stuff. And it feels like her managing these centers, it's like she is violating that. I mean, how does she get away from, I mean, maybe because she's high up and she's got like HIPAA training or whatnot. I don't know. But thinking about it now, how do the proxies like she's a consultant. Did she have to go through HIPAA training and certification in order to be part of the treatments? Because she's not qualified as and sorry, when I'm saying she, I mean Evelyn, but she's not qualified as an actual therapist. She's just reading from a script given to her by a computer. How does that work? I mean, yes, I understand it's a game, and you know you kind of have to suspend your disbelief for a bit, but still, it's like you know, got to think about that. Okay, let's see. I wish I could have said something other than what it told me to. I see why a lot of proxies are tempted to go off script. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, because it's our first day on the job. That was our first client. To say that we wish we had broken the rules does not seem like the smart thing to do.
I see why a lot of proxies are tempted to go off script.
Yeah, I totally know how it feels. A really intense client like that can be intimidating, and you're motivated to help them. But to succeed as a proxy, you really need to let go and let Eliza do its thing.
You gotta trust
I know that
it.
not having any choice feels weird, but sometimes life is like that.
Life be like that.
You don't have any choices, and you just have to follow directions. Most jobs are like that, honestly. That's just how it works.
That's how it feels like.
He sounded like he could use more help. Like, maybe right away.
Seriously.
I understand. I've been a proxy plenty of times myself. When people get emotional, it's hard not to feel for them really strongly. But that's exactly why Eliza works. It evaluates from a more distant perspective, a neutral perspective. Besides, if proxies started offering their own opinions, well, that'd just be a big mess.
I agree.
Not to mention there'd be all kinds of problems with liability.
For sure.
Still, I get it. I really do. That was definitely more intense than the average session.
Okay.
Why don't you take a few minutes to center yourself again? Have some tea or coffee and take a few deep breaths. No rush, okay?
Wow, yeah, she's right, that was intense. But I know that letting a computer from a third party outside perspective makes a lot of sense from a therapy side. But therapy is about like human temperament, human emotion, human, you know, being. And it just feels like it's wrong to completely take emotion out, because I feel like if you're a therapist and you've got your client with you, you need to take into account how they feel and provide, or like Evelyn was saying, refer to somebody that can actually help them and understand them and actually get them the care that they need. Yeah, sure. Everybody is responsible for their own health and their own well-being at the end of the day. And I completely subscribe to that idea. But yeah, it's wow. I did not expect this game to be so deep, to be honest.
Okay. Thanks, Ray.
Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. That was a lot. I definitely need a moment. Yeah. You and me both, girl. Nora. Hey. I don't think we want to do the dots. Hi, Nora. How you been? I think it's fine doing this one. It could be better. Ah. Started a new job finally. Oh yeah, it's good you found work again. What is the work? She doesn't want to talk too much about it, so let's just say it's an office job. How about you? I'm doing quite well. Actually, I have something to tell you about. This may be sudden, but can you meet up after work today? It would be good to talk about it face to face. Yeah, this is sudden. It's something you should know. Also, you should come to my show. I'll send you a flyer, yeah? Let's agree. For now. Haha, sure. I didn't realize you were playing shows now. That is why you should come. That's what she said. Alright, let's move on. It'll take a few minutes to calm down like Ray suggested. Maybe I could play some solitaire. Oh yeah, baby! Alright, there's solitaire. Okay. The heck is this? This doesn't look like solitaire. How to play. Matching cards can be stacked and then can be moved together. Okay. When 4 matching cards are united on the tableau, they will collapse into a locked stack. This will also unlock a free cell if one is available. Free cells can store a single card of any type. 4 matching cards can also be united in a free cell to collapse them into a locked stack. To win the game, collapse all 10 types of cards into 10 locked stacks. This is very different for me. I really don't know. Like, what? What? Alright, so this is a locked stack, right? Alright, so these two are the same. And so are these two. Okay. Let's move this guy and get these. And that's a stack. Stacking on stacks on stacks on stacks. Alright, let's unlock. Oh, okay. Got 3. Oh, wait. I thought that was the 4th. Okay, never mind. Whoopsie. Did I screw up, though? It sure looks like I might have. This could go here. Okay. This goes... Oh, that's this card. Okay. That's where I screwed up. I thought these were the same. They're not. Of course they're not. Let's move this guy here. This guy. This guy. These two are the same. They're the same as these two, so that's a lock stack. Okay. Now let's see. Oh, are these cards aren't flipped, they're just there. Okay. Sure. Sure. Let's move these guys. Make this a lock stack. And these guys. Move this guy over, this guy over, this guy. Alright, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. Alright, that's one there. That's one there. That's one there. Boom, 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 boom. Did it! Yeah! First try! Yeah, boy! Alright. Oh, now we can do medium. Win count applies only to expert difficulty. Alright, I'm just gonna try this one more time and see how this goes. Oh, damn. Oh, we got one less of these now. Ooh, that ain't good. All right. All right. I'm not sure where to start now. All right. Yeah, I think I screwed up. That's okay. That's just how I do things. Yeah. Okay. We'll skip it for now. Oh, what's this? Uh, Forward. Good article. Oh, this is Ray Bukhari. Just for some wider context, this is a nice article about our efforts from a year and a few months ago. It's a little outdated by now, but still relevant. I've got a little cameo in it. Skanda poised to capture growing demand for mental health services by Peter Casoli, Seattle, Washington. In the classic 90s sitcom Frasier, title character Frasier Crane was a psychiatrist with a Seattle area radio show where callers poured out their souls in exchange for on air advice. These days, unhappy Seattleites might not be speaking to a radio personality, but an app developed and operated by Skanda. The Seattle tech giant is making a huge push into the mental health market with a new AI powered counselor dubbed Eliza in honor of the pioneering 1960s computer program of the same name. Skanda says Eliza can evaluate a user's overall mental health, detect problems, and make recommendations that are tracked over time for their effectiveness. It works in tandem with Skanda's mental wellness app, which can track mood changes and other metrics over various periods of time. Livia Davis, 42, was starting to feel overwhelmed with the demands of her busy life, so she made an appointment to see Eliza, not online, but at a physical counseling office located in the city's Queen Anne district. There, she spoke to a human worker who was guided by the Eliza program. Skanda claims the in-person format is superior to online counseling as it brings more of a human touch to the sessions. An obvious chatbot recommending a course of action is one thing, says Ray Bukhari, a manager of the Queen Anne counseling offices. A real human being looking you in the eye and telling you the same thing is another. There's more immediacy there, more sincerity. Proponents of Eliza and other mental wellness apps say their reduced cost and increased efficiency is needed at a time when more people than ever are struggling with mental health. A study released earlier this year by the National Institute of Productivity indicated as much as 43% of the nation's workforce reported feelings of anxiety or depression strong enough to interfere with their day-to-day performance. This is an epidemic, and we must begin treating it like one, wrote Institute Deputy Director Talia Kapuczynski in a statement accompanying the report. Of course, as well as any new technology, not everyone is a fan. We have already given up much of the daily texture of human life to this cheap and technocratic solutionism. The surprise fades, but my disappointment in how much farther we seem prepared to go remains perennial, wrote the poet and cultural critic Perrin Benjamin in an essay for the Los Angeles Review of Books about the mental health industrial complex. Others see a danger in private ownership of the technology. If it works, and that's still to be determined, the next question is going to be who controls it, says Francis Norkick, a fellow of the Public Health Institute of Montlake University. What does it mean if millions of people suddenly have their ongoing well-being tied up in a proprietary code owned by a multinational corporation? Skanda has not made public its plans for the service, though it has released the preliminary results of an internal study indicating that counseling sessions conducted by Eliza match or even outperform those conducted by trained human counselors alone. Davis, for her part, is a satisfied customer. You can say that Eliza is just an AI, that it's inhuman, doesn't have a soul, whatever, Davis says. But what I can tell you is that I spoke to it. I went back a few times, and now I feel better. At the end of the day, isn't that what matters? Peter Casoli is a writer and journalist interested in the intersection of cutting-edge technology and ordinary life. Yeah, so there's a lot of things here to unpack. I mean, it's working. The human touch is something that is needed for something as personal as therapy, I think. But at the same time, some people are raising uh, good concerns. Like, we're removing a lot of interpersonal relationships, interpersonal connections in our day-to-day life, and it's becoming increasingly so with the development of technology. I mean, look at us right now. I am looking at a computer screen, talking into a microphone to God knows how many people, and you are like watching and listening to a recording of me, and we're not having a real-time discussion. Now, it'd be great if we could. I feel like that's the appeal of streaming. Live streaming, you can be there, you can be involved, you can be like present, and people can like interact at a human level. And that's something that I think I might explore in the future. But right now, I don't think I have enough people or enough desire from an audience to say that streaming is a possibility, especially since I don't know where everybody is from. I wouldn't want to put up a stream and in the afternoon for me, and for anybody that wanted to watch, it would be an overnight thing for them because they're on the other side of the world. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but yeah, having a personal connection to somebody else is a special thing, and it's you can't fake that with a computer. All right, let's whoa, we got other things here. Email from Nora Plavnicki, Hedonic, January 17th. Oh, this is the flyer she said she was going to send. People you may know present Hedonic. Masic Lil Sappho Clone World featuring Kaio. January 17th. Club Juicens. 21 only. Oh, 21 plus only. The Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund. Year 3 update. Dear friends and family of Damien Seabrook, it's hard to believe, but it has been a little over 3 years since Damien's tragic passing. It is said that time heals all wounds, but there is no way to express how much we still miss him. We are grateful for your contributions in Damien's memory, which continue to go toward the causes he worked so hard for in his life. This year, the Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund is supporting the following organizations. The Greenhouse is a nonprofit, non-denominational organization dedicated to ensuring that developments in the mental health field are distributed equitably, so that all those who are in need get access to modern treatment options regardless of their means. Tech Workers Together advocates for better working conditions across the tech industry, both by organizing employees to push for better working conditions and by providing education around the industry-wide problems of crunch time, overwork, and burnout. I personally have seen this, and I'm fortunate that in the company that I work for right now, it is not to the same degree that others have a problem for, but I mean, it is a company on the growth, and that doesn't mean well, or rather, that means that there is the possibility of that happening in the future, and I'm a little concerned for something like that. But who wouldn't be? The Humanitarian South. Ugh. The Humanitarian Software Foundation supports the development of free open source software for therapeutic or curative purposes. Damien was dedicated to creating technology to help others and would strongly advocate any tool he made to be freely available. Damien, you strove to change the world for the better, and we are worse off without you. The gulf you leave behind is still immeasurable. So I guess we're part of this, or we subscribe to it. What's this? Think back to what brought you here. Is this just kind of like a calming thing? Seems like it. All right. Let's continue, shall we? Time for the next session. I hope this one is a little easier on my nerves. Me too. Man, that first one was intense. All right, here we go again. Maya leads.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi. Yes, I'm back.
Rainy out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good thing I put on my extra big raincoat this morning.
Thankfully, it's supposed to clear up later.
Well, gonna look weird with my giant coat tonight. Cool.
Sounds like she's bringing up giant quite often. Maybe she has like an eating disorder, or maybe she has body dysmorphia.
What brings you here today, Maya?
Right now I'm just nervous. I have the nerves.
Okay.
I've been trying to get my career off the ground for
Oh.
so long, like a really long time. And I still feel like I'm stuck on level 1 and... Sorry, I know we've talked about all this before. I probably don't need to go over it again. Anyway, there's this conference that's happening next week, right? Like media professionals, something. That's bad enough for my anxiety, but I was also invited to this party thing. It's like dinner and then a party. I'm not sure how it's going to work. The point is, there's going to be a lot of big, important, famous people there. Like,
Okay.
people that I really look up to. People with big followings online and lots of fans and all of that. All of that.
That's a lot of pressure. Like, yeah.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel like, why? Like, why was I invited to this? I'm nobody. I am a serious, gigantic nobody. I don't have a show I'm doing or any collections out or a webcomic everybody loves. I mean, I tried to do those things, but nobody cared. I don't have fans or followers. I'm not even sure I have friends, like for real friends.
Wow.
I tried. I do try. I put my art online and update my social media accounts, and I try to post consistently like they say to do, but yeah, I'm still in that like purgatory zone, just waiting to be discovered. I don't know. I feel like I was invited to this party thing as a way for someone to be mean to me, to remind me how successful everyone else is. Why am I even going to it? I mean, I know I should, to meet people and make connections or something.
Wow. Oh, that's a lot to unpack there too. Like, she's going through the motions of like networking and connecting with people, but she's not actually making any connections. She's so focused on like the what to do, how to do it, as opposed to the why you do it, in my opinion. I mean, I'm no therapist. I don't even pretend to be a therapist, but I just feel like you need to make legitimate and you need to make actual connections with people. And that's how you make your friends. That's how you get people to notice you. That's how you get people to be interested. And that's her problem, is that she doesn't feel like she is worthy of getting any of this. But at the same time, I think she's just going about it the wrong way as well.
Is meeting people and making connections your goal?
Well, I think it is. Networking? I'm supposed to do networking? Right?
Exactly.
I really have no idea what networking is. Hello, I'm Maya. I do comics and art and I write and stuff, and I have lots of characters and ideas, and would you like to give me money and I'll do those things for you? Hi, I'm cool. Please like me. like me, hire me. Oh God, I hope they like me.
Wow.
I really hope I make a good impression at this thing. Of course, knowing the way things usually go for me, I'll fuck it up massively somehow. I'll fall into the fondue pot or throw up on someone, something like that. I don't know if there's actually going to be fondue there. I'm just saying that kind of feels like something I would do.
Jeez. Wow. Yeah, she's overthinking it. And I mean, yeah, like I was saying, you got to be comfortable with who you are in your own skin, I think, to make those connections. And she doesn't feel comfortable with where she's at, and I don't think that helps her with trying to make it, you know, as as she put it, a level 1 person. Like, you need to be firm in who you are and who you believe yourself to be in order to make an impression strong enough for people to care.
You sound a little concerned or afraid.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm terrified. What if they suddenly remember I'm a failure and shouldn't be drinking their booze and breathing their air? Eventually, someone's gonna realize I'm not hip enough to be at this thing. Maybe it'll be polite, like a gentle tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice that you suck and not terrible. That's obviously just my anxiety talking. I know it won't go like that literally, but it could be like that in a figurative sense.
I mean, she's not wrong. Stuff like that does happen. But at the same time, it's a matter of perspective. You can look at it and think of it being people putting you down, but it could also, I mean, just with no intonation, with no way to actually tell how people are saying something. I mean, if it's just straight shot, someone says something, it could be somebody that actually cares for you to be better, giving you legitimate criticism, and you just take it as, wow, I suck. Great. Thank you for telling me. But that's not always the case. I mean, it could be the case, but it's not always going to be the case.
Okay, Maya, I want you to imagine things going well. What does that look like?
Going well? Well, that would be a first for me. I suppose going well at this party means people start to learn about who I am.
There you go.
And maybe some of them help me with my career, and maybe some of them become my friends.
That's networking.
I want to be noticed as a creator, but I also want friends who are cool.
That
sounds super basic. You know what I mean? Is it okay to want that? I hope it is.
Absolutely.
I want to be part of like a group.
Yeah.
We like each other and support each other, and maybe the things I make won't be as good as the things they're making, but I hope they see my work and see me.
That's healthy. That's what you should be going for.
That's what I want.
Then don't just go through the motions. Actually have these personal interactions with people. Actually get to know people and let them get to know you. Don't be so afraid to put walls up, or afraid that you put walls up, that you don't allow them to get to know you in the same way that you want to get to know them. Because they may want to know you, but you put so many walls up, so many barriers, that they just gave up. And they don't know who you are, and they don't care to, because it's too much time, too much effort, and you're just making it too difficult.
What do you think it'll take to get to this ideal scenario?
Well, probably takes me being a different person than the one I am. Someone who's cool and alluring and has that air of mystery instead of being some kind of scrawny, nervous wreck.
That's not necessarily the case.
With style and grace and poise.
No, screw all that.
Someone who can walk into a room and own it. God, I wish I could do that.
Then you wouldn't be you.
But only when I wanted to, because I also wish I could disappear when I wanted to. I know that's a little contradictory. Sorry.
A little? No, you gotta find who you are. You need to learn who you are, and then you need to own that. Don't look at somebody else and what they do and tell yourself, that's what I need to be. I need to be that person. I need to change who I am because I'm unhappy with who I am. Sometimes, yeah, there are things about you that you're not gonna like, but you need to learn about yourself enough that you start to love yourself. And only when you love yourself will other people start to love you, because you own it. In the same way that someone can walk into the room, someone with charisma, someone with style, and they own it. You can be the scrawny, needy, nerdy geek and whatever, but if you own it, yeah, you'll have a different set of friends, maybe the other geeky, nerdy people, but you know what? Those are going to be people that you can relate to, that are going to love you for who you are. I don't know. Like I said, I'm no therapist, but that's the way I see things.
Okay, Maya, I have some recommendations for you. First, I'm going to suggest a set of stress management exercises for you to do. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. They may be able to help you with your nervousness. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about litosanol too.
Man, okay. Like, I get that there are some people that, just the counseling session alone doesn't do enough, and they have actual, like, chemical imbalances that require drugs. But so far, this is 2 for 2. Like, hey, talk to your doctor about this drug. And I don't know. I feel like it's probably a business decision. Like, in the world of the game, it's probably a business decision. Hey, let's work with some pharmacy companies and we'll throw out names when it's appropriate. But it seems like there's a heavy reliance on medication, and I'm not too fond of that personally. I find no problem in people needing medication. I take medications as well, but like, to basically pimp out medications just seems dirty.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Drugs. Yes. Whatever you said that was called, I am on it.
All right, well, she's totally all for the drugs. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't know if anybody noticed during that session, but her heart rate hit 69 several times. Nice.
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
I always do. I always get the reminder. I mean, not that I always act on it.
Well, that's on you, whether or not you want to or not, but it's on you to actually fulfill your health. You can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. You can only help the people that really want to help, get help, and have themselves helped. Some people will just cry out saying that they need help, and those are the people that, even though you try, nothing comes of it.
Thank you, Maya. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah. Don't you say this every time?
Well, yeah. Technically, you're the second time, but yeah, every time. I mean, it's the script.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
As the proxy, this feels a little bit impersonal to me. Oh, we got a great rating. Steady client. Okay. Getting toward the next level up. And I think they rated us, but it doesn't show the rating. And we got tipped! Yay! Tips. Yes. Ray comes over to talk to me after I finish my second session.
How are you feeling? That was definitely along the lines of a more typical client.
Okay.
You watched that one too?
I couldn't bear the thought of you getting 2 really intense clients in a row. I just wanted to make sure everything went smoothly.
That seems really fishy to me, personally. Like, I get that there are places that do this, like call centers. Sometimes they listen in, but I don't know. This just seems scummy with the fact that it's like people talking about their lives and their problems.
I see.
Are you getting used to the system now?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I think I get it now. Sticking to the script means I don't have to think about anything. I just read the words.
That is
That's
correct.
Right. Looks like you're getting used to it quicker than most new proxies. They'll say, if only I could just talk to them for real. If only I could say what I really wanted to say.
No.
That's a really common feedback point.
You're never tempted to break away from the script yourself?
Nah, it's just not part of the job, you know? I learned to compartmentalize pretty early on, and that always served me well. People overestimate their own abilities. Have you ever had an interaction with a stranger where he clearly thinks he's getting along with you way better than he actually is?
Yep. Yeah, so I agree with Ray on that point. I don't believe that the proxies should be able to speak whatever they have on their mind just because they believe things to be more important. I'm espousing my own thoughts and opinions to you right now, but I'm not doing it as a way to try to help you. I'm just doing it because it's my channel. I want to give my opinions and my thoughts, and isn't that the reason you're here watching me, for my opinions and my thoughts? so you can kind of, quote unquote, get to know me better. But like, because that's the personal side. You could just watch anybody play the game. You could watch the game without commentary, but being somewhere where you can experience something with somebody else is a special thing, which is why I enjoy doing Let's Plays. I'm trying to give people the feeling of having a sit down with a loved one or brother, a sister, or whoever, and experiencing something new, like a video game, and some of the discussions that you might have on it. Sure, you're not getting your thoughts and feelings to me, but at least it's kind of like, if somebody were more of a quiet, timid person, they didn't say very much, but somebody else was more talkative. That's kind of the relationship we have right now. And I think that's a wonderful thing that I discovered in Let's Plays. And I'm going to continue going forward with that. If you don't like that, you can go ahead and watch another channel. Oh, okay. Let's keep going. Let's see.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
See, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I sure
People
do.
like to think they can play therapist.
Mhm.
It seems easy if all you know is the movie version.
That's correct.
You know, where you get paid to sit there with your notepad and say, I see, or every once in a while.
Yeah, but you need a
The
trained
reality is,
specialist.
active listening takes a lot of work.
It does.
It's much easier to just zone out a little bit and let Eliza run things. It's kind of meditative in a way. You just follow the prompts.
Easier,
I know
maybe.
computers telling you what to do has this negative connotation to it, and people who want to criticize us call it dystopian or whatever. But it's like any technology. It's a tool.
Absolutely. Ray looks thoughtfully for a
Either
moment.
way, you're doing fine so far, Evelyn. This is a busy day, too. We might break our single-day record if no one cancels.
Is volume especially high right now?
It is, yeah. It really rose around the beginning of the year.
Why is
We've been in
that?
the press a lot lately, so it could be that. Could be it's New Year's resolutions, too. People coming in, wanting to sort their lives out once and for all. This
That
year
too.
is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems.
Ugh.
I mean, I get that. I do the same thing.
I get it
Yeah.
too, but
Me
I
too.
don't.
Anyway, I told you it was simple, right? Just keep up the good work following those prompts, and you'll be leveling up in no time.
What the levels do? What are they good for? This is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I definitely remember thinking that. I remember thinking that 3 years in a row. I agreed to meet up with Nora at a cafe nearby. I almost didn't recognize her when she came in and sat down at my table.
Evelyn! It's been so long since the last time I saw you in person.
She used to stick to a very subdued and professional look. Guess she really wanted to put those days behind her.
It's definitely been a while. 3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Feels like no time at all.
Well, I'm glad you're back doing something. But you didn't tell me what the new job is.
Oh, well, it's, being a proxy counselor for Eliza.
You're kidding me. That's an interesting choice.
I'm not quite sure why I did it. Maybe I thought I'd be able to see things in a new light.
Job's a job.
So do the people at the counseling office know?
No,
No,
what?
No, not yet. I
Wait,
should tell
what?
them. Probably. I don't know.
What's going on here? Uh, you don't know why I'm laughing. I'm just looking at the time for the recording and how long it's been. I'm gonna cut it down so it's not as long as I see in the recording. But yeah, I hate to do this to you guys, but I'm gonna leave you on a cliffhanger here. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut down the recording and make it a little smaller. It's a little bit long right now, and this game has caught my intrigue, has caught my attention. There are a lot of things that if you want, you can put a lot of thought into it and get a lot out of it, which I like to do out of media. And I don't know if you're doing that or if you're just having fun listening to my perspective of it, but I'm looking forward to more of this game. I hope you are looking forward to more of this game, and I hope that you enjoy listening to my thoughts / ramblings on some of the in my opinion, thought-provoking themes that they're bringing forth. And, if you are, please come back, watch the next video. And if you do, I'll see you there. Bye, guys.